Hello to all my friends out there, and so as usual, I'm enjoying life. Got to. Okay, when I was working as a hairdresser, I met this man, and he was pretty old. He worked 10 extra years, and he saved his money because he wanted to buy a house in the backcountry here in San Diego. He saved every single penny, and he bought a house. He was old too. He bought a house for cash in the back country, and his kids didn't want him to. They wanted him to live in the bedroom, and he didn't want to. He said, the house I got isn't very nice, and I thought, that I would have to fix it up. But I'm living in there just fine. So I thought that was really smart, and I told him, well, when you die, your kids will be glad you bought the house here in San Diego. And so one thing, like when you get old, I don't think this is the time for renovations and spending money fixing stuff up. And he was smart, he just lived in there, And so if you're committed to your future, even if you're older, you're going to have a much better future. So, everybody's perfect life when they get older might be different, Now, I decided to retire because, in my opinion, you never know what's going to happen, and maybe you're not going to have much of a future, but hopefully you are. And so, the second thing is be committed to your future, whatever it is. Okay, now, in my opinion, the best thing to do is exercise, keep your body strong, so your heart healthy, and so that's why I do the walking. And I don't let myself gain too much weight. You guys saw the salad days. Actually, those aren't too bad. So if you're committed to your future, then you're going to be a future-oriented person, And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to work a little, but I didn't want to kill myself anymore. So, I do eBay, I do the swap meet, I do YouTube, and I don't think it's a time for spending a lot of money. I think it's a time to save all the money you can. And because you don't know if you're going to need your money. No one knows. Okay, so, I bought a car, and I didn't really want to, but my car was dropped in its transmission, and so my son got a $12,000 Corolla. It's a pretty decent car. I can probably drive it for 10, maybe 12 years. And when I bought this car, my neighbor went down and she leased a car. And her lease was, when her lease was up, she had the option to buy. And her lease was essentially the same amount, same car, but hers was new. Mine was pretty new. And then she had the option to start paying on it. So, a good car is, I see people when they get older, they buy expensive cars, and depends where you're going to go, but it's probably not smart. Okay, vacations. Vacations are fun, but you're buying lavish vacations at you're taking away from your future because you're going on a lavish vacation of your life. Okay, if that's what you really want to do, that's okay, but if you're gonna have to come home and be broke or make yourself broke in the future because you had a week, a month, it's probably not a really good idea. I do believe enjoying life though. I'm going to be going on some vacations myself. Okay, one of the things I'm interested in is cheap RV living. And what I could see, first of all, some people have to do the car living, the van living. They don't have any options. But if you could buck it up and you could live in a car, you could live in a van. Now, I can't do it because my son would be worried sick that something was going to happen to me, and I can't enjoy my life when my son is worried sick something is going to happen to me. But you could save your money by living in a car or a van for as many years as you could tolerate it, and some people like it. So, but I think the best approach is to live the highest standard of living you can, but to be as thrifty as you possibly can every single day. In fact, being thrifty a way of life, not suffering. I haven't been suffering. And I can see, now I go past places where they're still working. I've been retired for a couple of years now, and and they're still working, the daily grind. And what I see is when they get older, I see them in the salons looking at the front door. They're not actually working. They're sitting, they're working, they're waiting for a client. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, you can think about it too, is you're wasting your life sitting there waiting, sitting around. That's not a good thing to do when you get older anyway. So, okay, you guys, God bless you all, and remember the rules. Rules 1, park in the shade. It's so nice here. It's overcast. Everywhere is shade. Enjoy life. Buy everything as cheap as possible, and God will provide. God bless you all.